September is pretty much over now, so I'm back with another monthly favourites, and I've tried to pick things this month that I haven't spoken about in the past, or not so often, because I feel like my favourites have been so samey for the last few months. It's kind of been the same stuff that I've been loving, and so I picked new things that I've been liking rather than just the same things that I've really been loving, things that I've been trying more, or just stuff that I've kind of worked into my routine recently. So, the makeup kind of stuff I'll talk about first of all, and I've not got very many items. The first one is this MAC blush, which was actually my first ever MAC blush, and it's called Spring Sheen, I believe. Spring Sheen, yeah, it's a sheer tone shimmer blush, and it's kind of a peachy, not that you can see, but a peachy blush with kind of a golden sheen. It's a really, really pretty colour, and I've been using that a lot this month. One of the lipsticks, I think I mentioned this last month actually, but I couldn't not mention it because I've been so loving this and I've worn it so often, is Raspberry Pi by Revlon. The Colour Burst, what are they called? Revlon Lip Butters. I absolutely love this. It's such a dark, vampy colour, but I actually wear it all the time. I wear it for work, and I find it really, really nice. The shade is really nice, the texture is really nice. I still stand by the fact that some of them aren't so fantastic, and that's why I didn't like them in the first place, because the paler shades are a bit streaky, patchy, not my favourite, whereas this is amazing. It's a perfect example of the range. So if you do want to try one, I would say try Raspberry Pi before you try anything else, because the other ones really did put me off. I have here Glam Eyes, which is a professional liquid eyeliner from Rimmel. I've mentioned this before, it's not my all-time favourite liquid liner, but it's become one of my favourites and I wear it a lot. And this has got the thin, much thinner brush than my favourite one, which is the Exaggerate. It's completely flexible, and I don't know if I've just become a little bit more precise with my liquid liner, but I find it almost easier to use than the regular Exaggerate that I love so much, which is more of a felt tip with a slightly more flexible end for the flick on the cat eye. But I really, really love this. It's very, very black, and it doesn't crumble or anything, it doesn't kind of fade throughout the day, and I wear that to work, so it lasts me a really long time. And the other makeup product that I've got is the eyebrow pencil from Rimmel, which lots of you suggested that I buy. I've had this in brown before, but I've never had it in, no, that's not true, I have had it in the hazel, but not whilst I've been blonde. But now I'm a darker blonde, this does seem to match my hair a little bit better. It's not perfect if you were very, very fair. I think this would be a little bit dark for you. But for me right now, I don't mind my eyebrows being considerably darker than my hair, but still they kind of match up with my roots. It's just a little bit more complementary, and I really like defining my brows because mine are very sparse and light. So been loving that this month. I have two hand creams. One of them is the Hemp by The Body Shop, which as you can see is almost used up. I love that, but it's a little bit oily for daytime, so I use this at night time. And then I have the Hands, Nails and Cuticle Cream from Sally Hansen, which I actually got last Christmas in a gift set, and I still have a little bit left. But my cuticles have been so dry recently, I've been really reaching for hand creams and stuff. So I use the Hemp one during the night time, so I put that on at night time and leave it overnight. And then I use this during the day, and I just think the combination of the two has really helped soften up my cuticles, and just generally it's so dry and peeling. And I started using them at the beginning of the month because I had the same problem, then I stopped for a little while, and then this week I've started again. So I thought I'd mention it because I do think that they're a bit of a wonder combination. But this one particularly is very, very good. It's not practical for during the day. The other products that I have to try this month, or have tried or worked back into my routine this month, were kind of cleansy hair skincare items. The hair care items are these from Paul Mitchell, and I did receive these as a PR sample at Christmas time, but the Paul Mitchell Strength, and I have the Super Strong conditioner and shampoo, and these came in a gift set, and they came alongside the Strength Super Strong Liquid Treatment. And I use these all at the same time. I haven't used any shampoo and conditioner for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, other than these ones, and I really like this. I wouldn't say that it's super conditioning, so I definitely use an oil after using these. I'll use it in my damp hair, I'll use a hair oil, because I feel a little bit like these are more of a protein treatment as opposed to a moisture treatment, and they do, your head does need a little bit of a hit of moisture afterwards. So I think moving forward I may alternate these with something a little bit more moisturising, like my Aussie Miracle Moist that I really like, but I'm going to continue to use the Super Strong Liquid Treatment all the time. I really like this. It just seems to do, one thing that really puts me off this whole packaging though, you can see all of the writing is coming off on my hands, and that's when the bottle's dry. When I've just washed my hair, imagine there's just so much black in the bath, and eventually I won't know which one's shampoo and which one's conditioner, which is irritating. But regardless, I really like them. if I can get all these bits off my hands. And this I really like. I just feel like it's making my hair a little bit stronger, I suppose. It's very difficult to measure strength in hair at home, but I feel like it's not snapping off as much. I'm not finding as many hairs in my hairbrush when I brush my hair after washing it, and it's just generally helping work my hair back to what it was prior to highlighting, etc. And the last product, again I have the same problem with the writing on the bottle, is the Alpha H Liquid Gold. And I mentioned this before, I spoke about this in my updated skincare video, but I've started using this again and I really like it. I mean, I've been using this pretty much since I did the updated video. At least all of this month I've been using it, and I am not having that problem that I had before of the oil production, but I don't know how long it took for that to happen. And I don't know if it was the foundation that I was using that wasn't working with it, and the colour stay maybe is working a little bit better to keep that oil at bay throughout the day. I don't know, but I just love this. When I've had breakouts, it just diminishes them almost immediately, and oh, my skin just looks so much better when I'm using it. So I will be repurchasing this as and when I run out, and it feels like maybe I've got a quarter of a bottle left. So although it's quite expensive, I think a little goes a really long way and it lasts quite a long time. So they were my December favourites. Nothing particularly seasonal. I think I've pretty much mentioned everything else that I've been loving in other videos. But my next couple of videos will be a little bit more season appropriate. Let's say I'm going to do a video on my favourite glitters for New Year's Eve. Rather than doing a tutorial, I thought I would do that. And I'm also going to do my 2012 favourites, which is always exciting. I'm going to film now my, what's the word I'm looking for, non-beauty favourites, and I'm going to put that over onto my vlog channel. I'll link that below, so check out my non-beauty favourites video if you're interested in that. So it should be up now. And I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably be tomorrow. Bye! These Ruffles crisps in paprika flavour, the reason that they are half empty or nearly empty is because I love them so much. I bought a bag especially to make this video and I thought I'll have a full bag in the cupboard and then I can mention it in the video. It didn't work like that.